After this lesson, you will understand how to prioritize initiatives that are based on the size of the business opportunity and which stages need your attention most. So now let's talk about how to think about prioritization. Once you've pulled together the benchmarks from the Revenue Cat Health Check calculator, it helps to create a table like the one in the image and lay out which benchmarks are performing or which metrics are performing really well versus ones that are doing okay but could do with a bit of improvement versus where there's massive gaps in your strategy. And you can see for this example that the first renewal rates for the yearly plan and the first renewal rates for the monthly plan are way below the industry benchmarks. So in this example, those are the first things that we would be wanting to work on. We'd be wanting to work on the active user stage to ensure that we're continue to give active users that are already paying that, value over time, and to give them guidance and reassurance so that when we get to that renewal stage, they're much more likely to convert. So let's do this together. In this practical exercise, I will show you how to diagnose your lifecycle bottlenecks using funnel and benchmark data together.
Welcome to the last practical exercise of the course. All I want you to do here is take the values that you input to the subscription app health calculator and add them to this spreadsheet. So make sure to map your own app's value against the Revenue Cat benchmark in column C. Once you've completed the health check input, navigate to the bottleneck diagnosis tab. And there's a table here with some questions for you to fill out. So number 1, which lifecycle stage is the most underperforming versus the benchmark? Which metrics led you to this conclusion? Which lifecycle stage is performing well and should not be prioritized? And what would not meaningfully move the needle if we focused a lot of effort on it right now? Once you've done that, move on to the Focus Decision tab and answer for yourself what should be the primary lifecycle focus for the next 4 to 6 weeks. What is secondary and where you can focus on the midterm, and even in some cases optional? And what is way out that you would like to think about, 6 months to a year down the line? Then once you're finished, navigate to the lifecycle action plan, input the unique lifecycle stage and what you would like to test or improve based on what you've learned from the course. Don't forget to add a note on why this should help. Go ahead and fill out these exercises for yourself, and once you're finished, we'll see you back on the course.
I want to leave you with one final recommendation, and that is not to try and fix everything at once. Small changes across each stage of the life cycle will compound over time, and that's why it helps to really focus on the biggest opportunities for the business, depending on benchmark and funnel data. Lifecycle work is an ongoing project of experimentation, and it is not a one-off set and forget strategy. The users will change, external factors will change over time, and we need to be constantly on top of that and reviewing that the strategy makes sense over time.